We know one thing is insane right now, and that is what's happening to Vince McMahon.
Listen to me. Anyone who's been alive for years knows that there are titans of entertainment.
There's some really crazy stuff going on with him, and it doesn't sound like it was written by WWE.
No, it sounds
storyline.
It sounds like it was written by, I don't know, Desaad or maybe even Andy Dick. Yeah, it sounds like it was just laden with proclivities. And the proclivities to me in this stuff, we'll read some of these things out right now, but I'm not a big fan of reading text messages and
publicizing
and things that are private. Like I'm very adamantly, I absolutely refuse to do it, honestly. But when it comes to a billionaire, Vince McMahon, this is obviously a show. This is something that is meant to be enjoyed, kind of like Mel Gibson's kind of thing. You were meant to worship it and even marry it in some ways. It was meant to enrich your life like enriched rice.
Because whatever the heck is going on with him, which is a lot of crazy sounding things.
It's a bit weird.
If you take it back a couple months and then we're talking 30 years back. Now, Vince McMahon
30 years back
is something very, very special.
The guy is a powerhouse.
Powerhouse crazy man, and he is one of the funniest actors of all time.
One of the most powerful comedic actors in the history of performance.
Now, what he does behind closed doors, I don't know what's real and what's not.
It's honestly none of my business.
True. What he's doing, I don't care, per se, but we're going to talk about him.
We're going to care tonight, though.
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah, we have to, because we have to get inside of his shoes. We got to get inside of his mind. We got to see what he's thinking. We got to see what he wants from a woman. We got to see the kind of things that he's looking to go through to humiliate.
Now, I think he's been crazy as an actor for 30 years. I'm reading.
30 years. That's a long time.
What I'm reading fits the character. Maybe he's not an actor.
Bombastic.
Maybe he's not an actor.
Maybe he's not an actor. Maybe he does these role play things. I just know that we were reading some of this stuff, and I did catch a few things that were pretty par for the course of what I expected to come out now, with these little games that he does.
We don't have the text prepared up there that we'd read off, but
he blew out his quads in a WrestleMania.
You remember him jumping into the ring and how well he adjusted to his quads being clipped.
To me, that is like a get out of jail forever card in Monopoly. So he does whatever he does. He could be blowing waste all over his girlfriends. He could have a bunch of his boys do these things. But I'm saying he blew out his quads in a WrestleMania.
Now, I could be speaking out of turn, but I don't think it's going to say it here, but from what I'm understanding, is he resigning?
He did, yeah.
Okay, so he's out of there.
He's resigned because of his proclivities, allegedly.
Now, he's talking to people. This thing I'm looking at right now, it's going to be tough because I don't want to say anything too vulgar, but you've told him you would do anything with him. So
this is his mistress.
So if he surprised you with two others, you would have no alternative than to take them on. Oh my God, the stories you'd tell me then. It makes me want to finish right now. By the way, I just thought of what is an excellent idea. Maybe you can hint that if he knows someone who can be discreet, it might be better if you and Johnny try him out first so he can get more comfortable before he's introduced to me.
Imagine getting tested and plumbed and sounded.
I like how he's talking to himself here. So he says so first, so he can get more comfortable before he's introduced to me. Actually, that makes total sense, doesn't it?
You see that?
Like he's talking.
He's reinforcing his thing.
He's doing a conversation. I'm reading the ones that aren't too crazy. Let's say.
Consider how it seems a little bit. It seems like they're on the same page, considering the way he's talking right now.
Yeah, let me. I gotta scroll around. Oh my God, there's some ruthless ones. I can't read this stuff.
Why not?
You need your panties ripped off and 3 big BDs in all 3 holes at the same time.
This is like a move. This is the South Park guys used to do, like the Eiffel Tower double DADV or whatever. This is a bit nasty.
Way up your thing that Donald Trump was grabbing, and way up your. Anyway, as far as they can go, but even farther.
They go further than they can go? What?
I mean, there's too much. There's too much craziness. But I'm just saying. I heard that like things that girls use that make their lives happy. He was like naming them after
WD-40?
WD-40 characters.
Now you're telling me there's an element of a fake anatomical organ that he used to use. There's a fake thing.
He was saying he wanted to role play as Brock Lesnar.
Now that's the guy with the traps.
He's jacked.
Yeah, that's the guy with the traps.
And I guess the guy knows how to, do his job in the B room.
He's good in bed. Now, he's using fake things, or is he using a real thing? Now, he would always said it was pretty solid. Vince would say that the members that were being
They were nice.
inflated, they were nice and that they
hard.
were solid. Yeah, they were hard.
Nice, and in parentheses, and hard.
Now, consider this from a 75-year-old man. Things are still hard.
I think it's a lot of crazy writing.
Yeah,
my opinion.
It sounds like we're not here to really diagnose, or we're not here to pry too much. We're here to kind of enjoy this because it's being released to the public for a reason, for our enjoyment. It's the bread and circus. I don't mean to use that phrase exactly, but it's the best I could come up with. It's a bit hackneyed, but I've respected Vince, especially Anthony has respected Vince and the Kabuki show and the whole wrestling show that he's been not proselytizing, but he's been extolling the virtues of, to me, for all these years. And I was like, wrestling is,
back in the day, but now you understand.
Now I understand the showmanship and the performance and the dedication. Undertaker working 250 days out of the year doing these things. It's an incredible accomplishment and a feat. These people are mutants. They're not regular people.